Today with us we have Chris Oliver, head coach of the men's basketball program at the University of Windsor. Currently in his 7th season, Chris has been named OUA Head Coach of the Year 2 times, has won a Wilson Cup, and has earned 2 berths to the CIS National Championships. Coach, how did you end up in Windsor?
Well, it was always my goal to be a full-time head coach at the university level, and I was very fortunate to get a job at Queen's University before I got to Windsor, and I was there for 3 years. When the position opened at Windsor, I applied, and I was fortunate to have had enough success at Queen's that I got the opportunity to be able to be hired at Windsor.
All right, so how do you recruit players?
Well, I'd like to say most of it's based on my charm and good looks, but that's not necessarily the case. For us, what we do is we build relationships. I mean, a big part of what we do is getting to know coaches, getting to know players, getting to know the people that are important in players' lives. More so, we sell our product, which is obviously the University of Windsor and the city itself, a great community and great university. And then with that, our success has helped build our recruiting as well. So, with success brings our opportunity to be able to go in more living rooms in the country because they know who we are and we know what we've done for players in the past.
So after graduating 3 seniors last year, how are you filling the void with the new players coming in?
Well, it's difficult. I mean, we've lost 3 very good players, and we'll miss them immensely. But we talk in our program about, we're always going to graduate players. We're always going to redefine based on who we've got back in terms of our returning players. And for us, I mean, we recruit competitive people. So there's always a group of players behind those that graduate who want to be successful. And now it's their opportunity, and it's their culture, and it's their team. So we redefine based on them.
So you don't rebuild, you reload?
We try as much as possible. It helps me keep my job and helps keep me happier because we're successful.
For sure. How important is practice during the season?
Well, practice is sacred. I mean, I think that's where everything happens for us, and our identity as a program is based on hard work and intent to learn and commitment and all those things that come from practice. And the professionalism that our players approach practice is really important to us, and I think that's what has prepared us so well for so many games.
And what do you ask for your players in the off-season, workout-wise?
Well, our players, as we said, are passionate and committed, and they want to be successful individually. They want to have team success. So it's not that difficult to ask them. Most of them stay around in the summer. Most of them commit to individual workouts. Most of them commit to doing work with our strength and conditioning coach. So in a way, it's a full-time activity for them. It's not just a 6-month-a-year thing. It's a full-year opportunity for them to be able to get better and improve. So, we ask that they commit to our program and they commit to their individual development.
And throughout the season, what team bonding activities do you find helps glue you guys together to get ready for a playoff run?
When we talk about team bonding, and we talk about shared experiences, and we do as much as we can, whether it's playing against Division I programs like we've been able to do, whether it's be able to travel throughout the country, or whether it's be able to just have a simple team barbecue. I mean, we want to provide as many shared experiences for our players so that they get that opportunity to get to know each other beyond just basketball. And we felt that that's the most important part of the bonding experience, is really just getting to know each other as people, because we have such a diverse group of players from different areas, different socioeconomic backgrounds, different educational backgrounds, and all of them come together in some way.
You mentioned playing against Division I teams from the States. How does that come about? How does that help your team out?
Well, again, we're so lucky because of our geographic location that we're very attractive in terms of the Division I's coming up here on their foreign trips. For us, how does it help us out? I mean, it's a little bit of fundraising, but mostly it's a great community experience that we can bring to the community, and a great experience that we can bring to our players. Most of our players grew up in some way dreaming about playing against Kentucky, playing against Ohio State. And now we've given them that opportunity to be able to challenge themselves at that level and also dream about what it was like to play at that level and compare themselves against that level. So, for us it's invaluable, and I think it's been a great identifier for our program.
So at the start of the season, first meeting, what's that message you're trying to get across to your team?
Well, we're pretty simple. We're not complicated with that message. I mean, it's do your job. I mean, our players, we ask them to approach things with a lot of individual accountability and accountability to each other, about how they approach things professionally. And, we want our players to commit to, our program, to commit to getting better, and obviously to approach everything with an intent to learn. So ultimately, whatever their role or responsibility is within our team, we just ask them to do their job for the benefit of our team.
How do you deal with egos, kind of like, Is there much ego on the team, or not really?
There's egos. I mean, anytime you're dealing with talented players, there's always going to be egos. And, you know, I guess it's a little bit of finesse and it's a lot of conversation in terms of that. And I think ultimately what we come back to is telling our players that individual success isn't going to come without team success. There aren't many All-Canadians, there aren't many MVPs without team success. So we really emphasize that part of it.
So being in Windsor for 7 years, do you think it's a basketball community compared to, I don't know, Toronto, Hamilton, Brampton?
Well, it's an amazing basketball community. I mean, it's smaller than those communities in terms of just the number of players that are playing and the number of people coaching. But, you know, in terms of our location, we couldn't be better located close to the U.S. And, you know, to have so many committed coaches in our area, whether through the high school system or the club system that are helping to develop players. I mean, I'm very fortunate that whatever gym I go into, I'm going to see someone who's doing it seriously in terms of how they approach the game of basketball, and more so just the support that we get from the community in terms of our fan base and people that attend our games. I mean, it's been a great place to coach, and I can't see myself coaching anywhere else because of it.
Well, that was 5 Minutes with Chris Oliver, head coach of the men's basketball program at University of Windsor.